It's time for Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy hump day. I love me a little hump day. We are busy, man. What a night in basketball we had last night. Tyrese Maxey went buck wild in Madison Square Garden all over the Knicks' face. It was pretty awesome. It was a fascinating game. Could the 76ers be back? I don't know. We'll talk a little bit about it. We got to talk about Embiid. We got to talk about Maxey, Brunson, what we saw last night in the National Basketball Association. Plus, we got games tonight, baby. 2 more games tonight. And I'm going to just say, for somebody who, is always straight with you when it, comes to sports, I consume them. I love watching sports. I don't consume a lot of NBA basketball during the regular season because it starts off during football. And then when football ends and the Super Bowl's over, I'm getting ready for March Madness. You got to do a lot of work. You got to get in the lab. You got to get ready for them tournaments and that that bracket. But once it ends, it's all about the NBA playoffs. And there's nothing better than playoff basketball in the National Basketball Association. And we got a taste of that last night, just a big fat taste, that overtime thriller with the Knicks. The Magic and the Cavaliers game was awesome. And I'll tell you one thing, Paolo, my goodness, he is nasty. But what a block by Evan Mobley. We're definitely going to get into that game. And then, holy moly, do you want Giannis and Dame to come back possibly? Wow. That was a beatdown. I mean, the Bucks just, what the hell happened to the Pacers? By the way, I don't know if you remember this. After the first quarter, I think the world thought the Pacers were about to run away with this basketball game. Where did they go in that second quarter? It was nuts. So we are jumping all up in some NBA. We got fights in baseball. Eli Savoy, my boss, has got to be happy because the Cubs are actually pretty good, it looks like. There's just a lot. Sorry for your Cardinals, Dacus.
It's okay.
But we got a ton to touch on. Also want to talk about some college football, NFL news and notes, and then we also talk some wrestling today with Dustin Starr. And there's just the wrestling, wrestling I really felt like was more niche. Like it was, a certain crowd. It wasn't nearly as mainstream. And now I feel like I'm not the cool kid anymore because I'm the only person I feel like that doesn't pay a whole lot of attention to wrestling. I can't bet on wrestling, bro. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Like it does take away a little bit of the excitement and the juice. So, but we're going to talk with Dustin Starr because it's gotten so much more mainstream and there's some crazy storylines. And I don't know if you heard this, but there's some people who said some really bad stuff about The Rock. Did you hear about this at all?
Yeah, but I think we already knew The Rock wasn't a great person.
Oh my God, he plays the greatest person in the world. He is one of the best.
Does he?
On wrestling or
no,
when
in real life.
Well, he acts like he's always in there. He talked about he wanted to run for president.
Right, he had a whole show about it.
Yeah, The Rock goes out there and he puts his best. He always is. Putting his best foot forward. The dude is.
Does he?
I thought so. He's in every damn TV movie, like the action movie out there.
Well, that doesn't mean he's a good person. I'm not saying he's not a good person, but I do think that there are some things that he does that aren't the best.
Well, what I mean is from the
certainly
story,
what we learned yesterday.
Yeah, from the story, it doesn't sound like there's a lot that's really good about him. He's habitually late.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't care for others.
Right.
loves to pee in water bottles. I don't know, man. That's a hard shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope he's not using like a normal, like 12-ounce little, Aquafina or whatever. Why is he always peeing in water bottles and not just going to the restroom?
Hope he's using like one of those like Life Waters,
Like, that's
big
just-
old, long, tall water bottles.
I need a bigger target, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
So what are you using? Like a Gatorade bottle? Is that more like your speed or
no,
or like a cup?
Actually, a toilet. Call
Well,
me
but if
crazy.
you had to use it,
If I have to,
bottle.
if you're indoors and you're at these places, I don't know if you know, but like everybody says, there's a restroom there. I mean, they did say that there are plenty of restrooms for him to actually go in, but instead he just pees in his dressing room and leaves pee water bottles everywhere.
That's good. You know what, John? It's a good point.
I mean, he's not. I mean, if you're outdoors, you just pee in the woods. You just pee outside. Rock just likes to leave his pee around. It's just a weird
Maybe he
thing.
drinks it. Bear Grylls, would drink his.
Damn, you're
urine,
getting
so-
me completely off.
maybe,
You're getting me completely already off the rails early. But I
Hey,
have
John,
to tell you something.
I didn't bring the story up. You did.
Okay, wait. Anyway, I got to tell you something. This is disgusting, people, and I have to tell you all this. It was some show that Chas found, and she's like, "Will you watch this with me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, sure." And next thing you know, I'm freaking out because it's like weird couples who find each other, and there was a couple who is married, and they drink their own urine all day.
Interesting. I think I've seen this.
I mean, if this is if you haven't found your soulmate, I feel bad for you because I think the only two people who love to drink their urine at dinner are these two people, and they found each other.
Good for them, honestly.
So, by the way, somebody's out there for you, no matter how weird you are. But yeah, that was a weird show. It was all things about just very strange couples. Now back to sports. I apologize. Got a little off the rails. Now I got to talk about some stuff that people are getting all upset about. And I'm going to start with Deion Sanders. I was listening to you today, Mr. Dacus, and Zach Boyd, and y'all were talking, and you didn't give your take.
right.
And I've been, of course, on my X and reading and watching shows. And shoot, I saw Jake Crane and Crane and Company this morning. They had their takes on this topic about Deion Sanders. And if you have not heard, Deion Sanders has been somewhat, I feel like they were trying to drag him through the mud, wouldn't you say? Saying that the way he handles his players is not fair, and he's so mean, and he doesn't give any of these kids a chance, and only cares about his kids playing football, and yada, yada, yada. And I'm just going to come here and say this. Kids, number one, college football was already a big business, and it was already very damn serious. And if this wasn't Deion Sanders, would this even be news, number one? Because this happens at every single program. Because today, now, not only college coaches making millions of dollars, but so are the players. They're getting paid now. They're part of the machine. And as being part of the machine, if you're a coach and your job is to put the best product on the field, well, guess what your job is to do? Trim the fat. Open up scholarships so you can bring in more talented players. Because guess what? Now you're paying them. And guess what? These kids are free agents every single damn year. They get to move. The NCAA, there are no restrictions. Like college football coaches and their programs, the way it used to be, which was so damn unfair, you had to sit out a year, the whole transfer one time. I mean, they couldn't go in. I mean, there were so many rules. Couldn't go to Bruce Pearl's house and have some wieners and some burgers and a little bit of a cookout. Couldn't do anything. They had stupid restrictions where, you could have this type of food, but if it had cheese on it, it was considered a meal or something. I mean, there was so many dumb rules. Now it's called capitalism. You're good enough to go play football at a Division I school and get paid for it. You're also a grown-ass man. Welcome to the real world. If you don't perform on the field up to snuff, they have a right to basically fire you. because the coaches have a job that they are trying to keep. The players have a job. They are trying to make the most money that they can, perform, so they can make it to the next level. It has basically become a minor league system for the National Football League. It's business now. That's just the truth of it. And for a kid to go out there and say, Coach Prime made me cry, like he didn't even give me a chance. Bruh, before Coach Prime took over there, Colorado won 1 game. And last year they only won 4 games. You definitely aren't some super rock star player. So don't go out there and like go to another little school and then come back and talk about Prime. You know, Nick Saban did the same thing, I'm sure. He got rid of players. My man Josh Heupel got rid of players. Coach Kiffin's got rid of players. Every coach now runs off the fat. You're not just getting on your scholarship. And by the way, they also every year, every single year before they were even getting paid, your scholarship was for 1 season. And then they could renew it or they didn't have to. So all the people out there who are getting bent out of shape and saying Coach Prime is so mean to these kids and that coaching is about helping these kids grow and da-da-da-da. Man, no, your mom and dad are there to help you grow. College is for you to grow the bleep up. Now, you can look around the country right now and you see a bunch of college idiots out there doing some stupid stuff. By the way, I got my favorite tea in the world had a great comment about the college protesters. Do you know who my favorite tea in the world is?
I don't know.
Part of the Kardashian clan. Former Olympian. Former Bruce.
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn now, yes. Not Clark, Caitlyn Jenner.
Sorry, I was thinking, I've used that phrase a lot.
The tea?
No, I have not, I don't know. That's a phrase I use a lot. But I need to start using no, I don't, because it sounds like I'm saying I don't know, like K-N-O-W. But I'm really saying I don't, comma, N-O. I really need to be saying no, I don't, instead of I don't know. Because that, But I guess tomato, tomato, I'm saying the same thing, Because I really don't know.
Back to where I was. Thank you very much for that.
Sorry, that was your grammar lesson.
That was your day. Hey man, we're always out there to help the people. I need a grammar lesson. I speak Memphis.
So back to Deion.
So Deion, by the way, people are out there just chastising him and saying how he only cares about himself. He only cares about his kids. Yada yada. My man, listen. He's done a lot of good for a lot of kids. And by the way, telling that kid that he wasn't good enough to go somewhere else you can play, that was actually good for him too, because he needs to grow up and learn how the real world works. They don't like me, they're going to get rid of me. I don't like you, guess what, Dacus? Bye, son. It's a good thing I really like you.
I guess so.
And you do a great job. Proud of you.
Some people say I do.
Proud of you. Probably not your girlfriend. They don't give you much credit.
No. She hates me.
That's just tough love. And that's what Deion Sanders is out there doing. And again, he has a program to run and he has tons of people to take care of. Now, the thing that I don't like coming from Deion Sanders' camp is his 2 children going out there and talking trash about the young kid. There's no reason for Shedeur and Shiloh to comment on this. Coach Prime is a grown-ass man. He can say what he wants to say and move on. And again, this shouldn't even be a story. I feel like this is absolutely, my feelings were hurt. He got rid of all the players that were there that only won 1 game. Well, didn't he go there to change the program? They hired him to change the program. And now he's changing it and he's doing it his way. And guess what? He's got a full roster of people and he's done very good in the portal. Has he run a lot of people off? Yeah, and I think that was his whole intent. So going out there and attacking Deion Sanders' character for this is silly. Now, could he, if he wanted to be, could he be more gracious? Could he be like, look, hey, young feller, you're a good little football player. You made it to D1. Why don't you transfer to a small school where you got a chance to play? Get out there, buddy. He could do that. But I don't know if you know this. It just ain't his character. Does he have to be somebody different? No. Because now it's a business. So everybody kind of just, I think, should move on. Now, what is your feeling? You are on the other side. Are you worried about the kids' feelings?
No, actually, I'm not.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you for assuming.
Hey, assumptions make asses out of all of us.
I just don't think many people have read the story, if I'm being completely honest. Because I don't think, and I've seen a lot of that on social media of like, people talking about these kids and yada, yada, yada. Because I don't.
Again, it's always like they're not kids.
Well, I mean, I think they're kids because I'm around their age and I'm certainly not an adult. But
well, go commit a crime. You'll be charged in adult court.
Certainly. And I'm not saying like I don't want when I say kids, I don't want people to think I'm saying like we should handle these people with like kid gloves or anything. Like they're like legally adults.
In World War II,
sure,
18-year-olds were storming the Normandy
absolutely,
beaches.
I completely agree. But I don't think this was a hit piece, or like I don't think this was made out to be a hit piece on Deion at all. I think this was just what we saw last year.
Well, then why would it be even a story? Because again,
I'm about to tell you,
this
John.
is what I don't
I'm
understand.
about to tell you, John.
Okay, get there.
I think we saw Deion do something that we've never seen another coach do. He went into a not only did he go into a program and completely change the roster, he did it very publicly. He had cameras on him at all times. This stuff was on social media. This was all over the place. I mean, we literally have a video where Deion has one of his people in the room videoing him say, I'm bringing my Louis in.
Yes.
Y'all don't, we don't need you. And so that's different. That's not something we've seen before. And then like it talks about in the story how like in one day he cut 20 or 23 guys in one day. That's unheard of. Like that does not happen very often. And so I think this was more of we know Deion's side of it. We know what Deion was trying to do. But like let's just hear the stories from these other guys that were on the other end of it because that's interesting.
But they weren't really stories. They were just about their feelings.
But they really weren't, John. Those couple of comments have been the ones that have been making the rounds on social media. There are a lot of other comments in here of players that are saying, I understand what Deion is doing.
No, there were.
I know, like I get it. This is a business.
Nobody gravitated to that.
Exactly,
that's why I was
and that's the problem. That's the problem is nobody's really like. There's not many people that have actually read the story.
The kid, though, the one that they're always talking about is the kid that transferred to Austin Peay.
Exactly. And so I hate that that's like what everyone's like focusing on because I do think it's a really well done story that is really intriguing because it is fun to see both sides of it, right? Like I know what Deion did, I know what he's trying to do, and like you said, I think it's for the better. That team was not good.
It was
he
terrible.
Goes in, he has this leverage, he has this.
He's got kids that are got a little bit of talent,
sure.
a little more talent that want to come in there and play.
And he's Deion Sanders, kind of like Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway comes in and people gravitate to him. Like people want to play for Penny Hardaway. Same thing for Deion Sanders. People want to play for Deion Sanders. So I completely understand what Deion has done. But on the other side, like this was a big story and it affects other people. And now we're getting to see like how this affected those people. And I think that's fascinating. Like I want to know, how did this affect you? I didn't know a kid had to go from Colorado and a Power 5 FBS school to Austin Peay. I had no idea. It has a number in here. It has the stats on here. 15 of those players went to other Power 5 schools. 22 of them went to Group of 5 schools. There's one player, maybe even two, that came to Memphis from Colorado. 9 went to FCS. 1 went to Division II. 2 went to junior college. And 4 were either unsigned or completely out of football now. That's fascinating. I mean, that is incredible to go from
I feel like that also,
Power 5 to Group of 5 or FCS.
This is what I was getting ready to say, though. That is also, I feel like the biggest reason that Deion Sanders has his job is because that Colorado Buffalo team was freaking awful.
Sure. And so I think that's what it is instead of looking at this as this is a hit piece on Deion, these people hate Deion, and this was just them airing it out. But it's more like down the middle, seeing both sides.
If you are if you're just like me, I don't ever, some stories I don't even react to or bring to the show.
Right.
But when you see that much chatter on the X and people are going back and forth, I can't help but I guess take it and run with what the opinions of people are. And the people who are getting upset and saying that he is just a bully and he's only out for himself, I just don't think they understand college football and how it actually works.
And honestly, I would even say to those people, like, go and actually read the story even more, because the first quote, and I here it is. I don't know if this is it or not. But there's a quote in here. It's like the first quote they have from a player where he's like, he didn't sugarcoat it. He just told us it is what it is. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I get it. Like, I understand that that's what it is. Like, this is a business, yada, yada, yada. And so, like the other part, though, is like the kids who actually get it. It was like, dude, I wasn't good enough to start on a team that won one game last year.
Right. Like, you have to realize that the writing is on the wall.
Sure. And so I think people are confusing the story because.
Do you think if it had anything like this story is only gained any traction basically because Deion Sanders is a part of it, and also because Deion's children reacted in such. I feel like Shador coming out there and saying,
"Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't even know who this guy is.
It's insane.
He was mid. I mean, that was. I feel like that's class.
I hated that. And then even today, Deion started chiming in, which I think
I missed that.
He didn't really say anything like crazy, but he said like something like there was somebody that posted a video of one of the guys that was cut, and Deion like quote tweeted it and was like, "Hell no," or something like that. And I was like, "Ooh, Deion."
Like it was his highlight video or something.
Yeah, and it was like this guy was really bad.
I can call a spade a spade.
Sure.
I think
I'm trying to find it.
I think the thing is that what drives me.
Oh, I'm sorry. He said, okay, so here's. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. So somebody posted the kid that went to Austin Peay.
The one who's everybody's talking about.
Right, and his stats for 2023 were 8 tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 INTs, and 4 pass deflections. And Deion quote tweeted it and said, "Lord Jesus." Quote tweeted that. And I was like, Deion, you cannot get into this because then it's completely
put Jesus
different.
In this.
Yeah, really. So
come on, Deion.
So that's really where I draw the line because I've completely sat this.
Jesus loves us all.
Absolutely, but this whole story. I thought it's very fascinating to see both sides of this. But when you start getting, and I've seen his kids, and I think I
don't like that.
I don't like that at all, especially if Deion gets into it. That is a big no-no. I do not think he needs to get involved in this at all. So yeah, but I definitely think people should go read it. It's a very fascinating story, but people should look at it down the line of this is just getting the other side of the story because what we saw was I mean it was definitely something crazy, and I do like seeing kind of the other side of it and kind of where those guys are now and what they're doing now. It's interesting to me at least.
I thought the interesting part though was honestly, and I also thought the biggest scapegoat for Deion Sanders is where the kids went.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it just, you know what I mean? It's not like they are.
These kids didn't go to Alabama and start,
No, no, they didn't. But we got to take a quick timeout. We are late for a break because we have Dustin Starr. We got to talk about The Rock, who likes to pee in water bottles and leave them all over the place. Doesn't even throw them in the trash. And by the way, like, why in the water bottle? I don't. Just help me on this one. Well, Dustin Starr is a wrestler. Maybe he can help us. He'll be on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Make your next grill your last with a Big Green Egg. Smoke, bake, roast, sear, and grill, all with a lifetime warranty. Save money on fuel, eating out, and replacing expensive grills that cannot match the flavor of the Big Green Egg. Ready to cook in only 10 to 15 minutes? With temperatures below 200, above 700, and anywhere in between with ease. Change your at-home cooking experience for life. Go to shop.biggreenegg.com.
What's keeping you from learning the language you've always wanted to speak?
Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's interactive lessons, podcasts, games, and more make learning fun.
Fun isn't hard.
Right. And in 10 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons are designed to get you having real conversations in as little as 3 weeks.
That's not long.
It's not hard.
It's perfect.
It starts here. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Yo, Mark, long time no see. You still down at Dyer's?
Man, I'm not down at Dyer's. I'm out at Collierville Historic Town Square.
When'd you move out there?
We've been out there for about 13 years. We've got the shops, the park, we got the train the kids like to play on.
You still cooking those burgers the old-fashioned way?
Man, we're still flattening out those hamburger balls on a slab of marble and skillet frying them the old-fashioned way like they've been doing for 100 years.
Dude, you still have those onion rings.
Man, they're fantastic. Hand-breaded, served up just right.
I loved those milkshakes. Please tell me you're still doing those.
Man, we are hand-dipping those shakes, putting them in the old glass in the shake tin, served the old-fashioned way.
You got any new items out there I need to know about?
We're just doing a lot of gourmet sandwiches. We've got farm-raised catfish straight out of the Delta. We've got some hot tamales from Pasquale's Tamales out of Helena, Arkansas.
Man, are they served in the husk?
What those guys like to say, they're so good, you'll suck the shuck.
Go see my buddy Mark at Dyer's Cafe in Collierville's historic town square.
The utterly inspired all-electric EQE sedan from Mercedes-Benz, an adventure for all the senses. Available energizing comfort technology links together a multitude of comfort settings to precisely suit your mood. You can set massage functions, cabin climate, ambient lighting color, access specially curated mood playlists, and even select the fragrance inside the cabin. Getting in's the easy part. Once inside the beautifully designed cabin of the all-electric EQE, you'll never want to get out. Vehicle's so smart, it can also adapt to your preferences over time, learning your habits and making helpful suggestions. It can even recognize you from your fingerprints through biometric ID, automatically setting everything exactly to your liking as soon as you get inside. The Mercedes-Benz EQE, an electric sedan you can truly make your own. The vehicle's all electric, the feeling all Mercedes. Test drive the EQE today at your local dealer or learn more at mbusa.com/EQ.
Extraordinary events come once in a blue moon, and right now, even the most extravagant luxuries are well within reach. The one and only May sale is back at Sissy's Log Cabin, and you can save up to 50% on nearly everything in the store. This is your chance to get the service, selection, and experience that makes you feel like family at the best prices of the year, guaranteed. Don't miss the one and only May sale at Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Hump Day, everybody. We have basketball on tonight. We've had all kinds of great stuff going on, man. The hockey, I hear, is actually pretty good. By the way, we have really day baseball, so we're going to give you some bets. We have 2 games at 12:10 and a couple at 1 and 2, so we're going to talk a little baseball, but it is our wrestling segment. And now we're bringing in the man himself, Dustin Starr. You know him from Memphis Wrestling, from the Grizzlies, from the Redbirds, from the Hustle, from emceeing events, and from just honestly being a really good old dude. What up, Dustin?
Oh, yeah. Man, what an introduction, Johnny Radio. I am so lucky to be part of so many awesome teams.
Yes, you
are.
And,
man, it's like a perfect day. You mentioned day baseball, perfect day outside right now in Memphis. We shot a parking lot fight at the Wrestle Center yesterday. It was beautiful weather for that, too. So, what's going on with you?
Man, dude, I've been just enjoying life, man. Are you kidding me? The basketball has been ridiculous. The weather's been perfect. Baseball's, I'm a big baseball guy, so I'm having fun with that. So I can't complain about nothing.
Yeah.
So
man,
life's
there's a
good.
Big homestand coming up next week. I think it starts on May 7th. Something
May
like that.
7th,
But,
yep.
man, the boys are in town. Redbirds in town for like a couple of weeks straight, so you'll get plenty of baseball out there. Sounds like I will, too.
Going to go get some dogs. Have you ever heard of the dog beer inning challenge?
No, I have not, but I've heard of Bark in the Park and $2 beers at AutoZone Park. What is this? Is this like a...
This is something that I guess a couple of my friends who are, let's just say, Well, they're my friends. You know they're degenerates. We'll go and every inning you have a dog and a beer until you can't anymore, and whoever goes the longest gets it. Whoever's out first pays for everybody.
Actually, a very good game. I think I would do too good in that game, though.
I'm pretty good at it. I'm not wrestling anymore because the problem is I eat 2 dogs and I look over at them and I'm like, man, I'm just gonna keep drinking beer. I'll pay for everything because they keep eating.
Yeah, but if you're playing that game, I used to I'm not wrestling anymore, so my diet kind of loosens up a little bit. I bet you I could take down some hot dogs, man. Especially if it's like those dollar dogs out there. There's a difference in the big jumbos and the dollar dogs. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you can knock down the dollar dogs.
Those big ones, though, man, that's the game right there.
That would hurt me. That would hurt me.
Yeah, man. You're talking about hooligans or whatever your friends are. I was talking to Scotty Riggs the other day, Buff Bagwell's tag team partner, and he said that his time in Memphis, that's where he had the most idiocy.
Is
and I
it
died
AutoZone?
laughing. No. Talking about old school wrestling.
Oh.
Most of his his Memphis wrestling career was a bunch of idiocy, is what he called it. Traveling with Brian Christopher and all those guys. But when you were talking about your friends, it made me think of him and how he described his time in Memphis as idiocy.
So, by the way, how did everything go with y'all's taping?
Oh, the tapings have been great. Buff Bagwell sold every single seat in the house, along with our local guys and gals who I think are the best. We're always avoiding Mother's Day weekend or Easter. We don't want to have wrestling on those weekends. So we actually have one coming up this Sunday. So just a 2-week break, and then we're right back. And so Buff Bagwell's coming back. Scotty Riggs will be there. Brooklyn Brawler is going to be in the house, which is going to be a lot of fun. So you can save $5 with the code Brawler at checkout, MemphisWrestling.tv. But man, it's going to be a packed house. It's going to be a lot of fun coming up this Sunday. So I'd say get those tickets in advance. I know you saw a little bit of wrestling at the NFL draft over the week. Did you see this?
Oh my God, no, tell me. I missed this.
Tony Khan. So they own the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tony Khan's father owns the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Tony Khan owns AEW, All Elite Wrestling.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they're like the number 2 behind WWE that we talk about. Anyways, the day before the draft, he gets pile-driven by the Young Bucks in the center of the ring, which, if you remember the pile driver back in the day, Andy Kaufman got pile-driven and got stretchered out. He spent a couple days in the Memphis hospital here in Memphis.
Yes.
And it was a huge deal, had a neck brace and the whole 9 yards. So, of course, Tony Khan takes this pile driver on AEW Dynamite and shows up at the draft. He's in the war room. He appeared on ESPN TV wearing a neck brace. It was the greatest thing.
Dude, that is absolutely wild. I did not know that.
They were on NFL.com. They were on ESPN, just, plugging AEW, because obviously they're all asking him, why are you wearing a neck brace? What happened? And then he starts talking about AEW and what happened. So it's just really, really good marketing and publicity for AEW, especially connecting, the NFL with AEW, because I don't know if you know this, NFL has a contract with WWE where they produce these NFL championship belts. So for AEW to get any sort of rub off the NFL is huge for them. So anyway, I thought it was really cool, kind of paying homage to the classic stuff where, you're selling it even beyond the wrestling world.
Well, so that's great because the Jags owner, he's going to definitely, since he owns AEW, try to sneak a little love in there all the time, isn't he?
Yeah, no, they're at Daly's Plays. They're special guests at some of the Jaguars games. It's like a whole thing. It's kind of cool. Like AEW is very much affiliated with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm pretty sure that when WWE announced their deal with the NFL, I don't know if it's still like this, but at first every championship was available for the team except for Jacksonville because of their affiliation with AEW.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
good for WWE, by the way, to be cutting deals with. I think they've got deals with all the major sports leagues, especially the NFL. I think Major League Baseball as well. So they're producing these championship belts that have your favorite team's logo on it.
That is the championship belt things are pimp. Like, even remember when the Grizzlies gave their little belt away? Like, everybody goes crazy for that stuff.
Man, yeah, those belts, you can actually get them on eBay. I think they were going for like $250 or something. There were so few of them made that, you know, by the time you saw the quality of them, the event had already happened. So people are like, man, how do I get one? But I've seen a couple of them on eBay. We have some hanging up at the Wrestle Center, actually. I've got one of the life-size ones, one of the real ones that I think there's only 2 of them made. Super Grizz has one, and I've got the other.
Damn.
It's hanging up at the Wrestle Center. Yeah, baby.
Nice, dude. By the way, speaking of the Wrestle Center, you know, everybody out there should follow Memphis Wrestling at mem_wrestling. I follow it, and I was kind of just scrolling down your page. You got a gender reveal thing going on? Are you what's going on, Dustin? You need to tell me a little something.
I don't know if we've even talked that much about it. But yeah, man, we're having another baby.
Dude,
me and Maria.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
I had no idea until I was looking at the Memphis Wrestling Twitter page.
Yes. Well, I mean, so we made the announcement kind of thing, you know. You have to wait until a certain point to where you feel everything is safe to, you know, tell people.
To tell people, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't, that would be terrible. But anyways, we let the bunny out of the hat, so to speak, on Easter. And so we're going to do a big gender reveal. It was the craziest thing. The first, you know, when Reese was born, everybody was asking about registry, and we had never thought about it. You know, that's just something that we had always done with family or whatever. And so anyway, Maria put together a baby registry, and oh my gosh, our den was full of baby presents. Like the fans.
That is awesome.
I mean, whether it was Grizzlies or wrestling or just friends and family and all that stuff. I mean, gosh, they sent so much stuff. And so Maria had the idea of like, hey, what if we do a gender reveal event? We have a big match, pink versus blue, and we'll do it free. So it's just a free event at the Wrestle Center. You just go on to memphiswrestling.tv, and you do have to reserve your seat, but it's $0.00. Now, if you think it's a boy, Johnny, you got to bring diapers.
Okay,
right?
okay.
If you think it's a girl, you bring baby wipes. That's it. It's like a big baby shower, gender reveal where all the fans can get involved. You know, of course, our family will be sitting ringside.
That is so cool.
Hey, brother, you're either pink or blue, and that's what the match is.
I love it. I think you need some pink in your life, Holmes.
Yeah, dude, man, look, I don't want to jinx anything, but I've got 3 sisters, and I just never thought that I would have 2 boys. I mean, gosh, am I going to have 3 boys?
I know, probably.
Maria's going to be in big trouble.
Oh, my goodness, man.
But that's actually a Saturday. It's Saturday, May 18th. So just a couple of weeks, and we're going to ring the bell at 2 o'clock. It's only an hour event. I think we'll have 2 matches, and one of them, the main event, of course, will be pink versus blue, and whoever wins, that reveals the gender. So there'll be a little celebration. I think we're going to have some snacks and all that. Of course, concessions will be open and all that. It's like a mini Memphis Wrestling event, like Memphis Wrestling Matinee, something like that.
That's cool.
But it'll be an
awesome.
hour event.
That's so cool, and congratulations. And it's on a great day. May 18th is either my mom or my brother's birthday.
Wow.
Because one is on the 18th and one is on the 19th, and I screw it up every year. Every once in a while, I'll get it right. But I'll always be like, yo, happy birthday, mine. Like, no, it's Clint. Or I'll be like, happy birthday, Clint. No, it's Mom's birthday. Mine's Amari. So I mess that up every year.
I mean, me and Maria are going to be doing commentary. We're going to record this thing. It's going to be available, definitely available to our members only on YouTube and then Memphis Wrestling Plus. Of course, all the highlights and stuff, just like you saw all the other stuff, man. Even if you don't watch the show every single week, you kind of can get an idea of what's going on by just following the social media page and everything. But we're really, really excited about that. That'll be a lot of fun. Because it's like a wrestling event, and obviously it is because it involves wrestling. It's after wrestling. But I don't feel like I feel like it's more of a family event.
Family affair. It's a family affair.
What's it going to be?
Yeah. I like it.
Boy or girl. So, yeah.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I don't know. I think I'm rooting pink.
I can't officially root.
Well, you can.
I'm a broadcast journalist.
Yeah.
Right. Capital J journalist there, Dustin.
Unbiased. I stayed neutral. That's funny.
Well, if you ask Reese the Beast, he's going to have a baby sister. He's like saying that so much that if you're just around him, then you would think, oh, okay.
He knows.
Right? But I think it was like, you're either going to have a baby brother or are you going to have a baby sister? And he's like, baby sister it is.
I like that. He knows what he wants, man. He knows what he wants. Now, I got to know this real quick because you got some more events. I mean, you're doing something this Friday. You got all kinds of stuff going down. You got your Wrestling Center on May 5th. You got everything going on, but I need to know about The Rock because I guess I was wrong. I mean, I always thought The Rock was like the nicest guy in the whole wide world. And it sounds like he's kind of a little bit of an a-hole from some of these articles. Like, did you hear, like, he loves to pee in a bottle and leave it everywhere? And
no.
Oh, have you not read this?
I've not heard this. Look, I've been saying this for a while. John Cena and The Rock, there's never a scandal. These guys seem like to be, like, the nicest dudes ever. Nobody ever has a bad word to say about them. Like, how do they avoid it? Especially being, like, the biggest, strongest, baddest dudes in the room, so to speak. You know, you can't always like the bigger, stronger, you know, good-looking dude, but these guys have always just somehow just stayed baby faces. So The Rock's got some stories now?
So it came out like, you know, it's been kind of floating around that, you know, there was like a $250 million, you know, budget for like one action film that he was in. I think, was it the Fast and the Furious?
No, it was one of his new ones. Red One?
Red
maybe,
One or
something
something.
like
Oh,
that?
that's it. The Red One. That's it. Red One. No, it's just Red One. There's no "the" in front of it.
Okay.
It's Red One. And yeah, so he shows up like 8 hours late to, you know, shooting, screws everything up. And they said that the whole time he wouldn't go use a public restroom. He didn't want to, you know, use a public restroom. So he would, on set away from his trailer, if he needed to pee, he doesn't use public restrooms, finds them nasty. He pees in a Voss water bottle and either just sits it down or his PA has to dispose of it.
Ooh.
And
all right, so I know where that came from, guys. It's the wrestling business's fault. It really is.
Is it
when you're
really?
on the road? Yeah, it is. It's a thing. Like when you're, and Maria had to break me of this, right? So when you're on the road and you've got to pee, we don't pull over. We're not stopping. We've already stopped. You should have already gone. So you either get the can or whatever or a bottle, and we force you to pee in a bottle. Wrestlers is the beat, right? So back in the day, it was like, we're not stopping. No. So when Maria started riding and coming to the shows with me, and you know we're working together, she's like, "Hey, pull over. I got to pee." And I'm like, "No, we don't do that." And she's like, "We what?" Like, excuse me. So we started pulling over, but back in the day, you had to hold it. I know, right? She broke me of that real quick. So especially when the kids are like, "Hey, I got to pee," it's like, "We just left. We're not." Oh, okay, we'll stop. But it's the wrestling business's fault. Now that's kind of gross. I don't really expect something like that from The Rock, but he did show up about 2 hours late for a WrestleMania thing, and he had like a ton of fans waiting on him, and then he showed up, and then he was on stage for like 15 minutes, and that was it. So that was like the only bad thing I'd heard about The Rock, which could be anything in all fairness. Like he could have landed, his flight was late, all this stuff, but he did show up eventually.
Now, it does say that, you know, we'll have to see, you know, if this is just one report like this article, because it says, you know, with his working relationship with Disney, blah, 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 they talk glowingly about him. Usually he's got a great reputation. There's plenty of co-stars who have praised his work ethic and attitude. Maybe this is just a one-off. But, again, I didn't know that. Like, I never realized, but that is kind of funny because one of the biggest criticisms is like, why is he always peeing in a water bottle and leaving it around everywhere?
Also, man,
and now that you tell me that story, it does kind of make sense. You got like 13 wrestlers. Y'all are going from city to city. Y'all can't stop every freaking 45 minutes.
No. Man, is that the worst thing that they have to say about The Rock, though? I mean,
it was just
in all
that
fairness,
they said he was habitually late to the set.
Yeah,
it's late to the set every day. They said that he was just unprofessional. He didn't cozy up to any of his co-stars, and he would leave bottles of urine all over the place.
Dustin, I'm curious. I wonder. Obviously, this is a new movie.
And by the way, it says Voss. He what is Voss? Is that a new water?
Yeah, it's a water brand.
I need to know. Does
Bigger
this have
bottles.
like a big hole
it
or
does.
something?
It's a larger bottle, I believe.
Oh my God, you guys are killing.
Dustin, I'm curious. This is a new movie that this is coming from. Do you think maybe some of this like tardiness, lateness has to do with him getting back so much into WWE and like now having to balance doing movies and wrestling?
Man. Yeah, I mean that could very well be.
We should be his.
I mean, it
PR
is a
team.
lot. It is a whole lot, but that's not an excuse, though. I mean, if the guy's supposed to be doing
Right.
And also, in all fairness, about the bathroom thing, could you imagine if The Rock were to go to any bathroom in the world where there were people that saw him? Like, they're all going to recognize him. It would turn into a major thing.
No, he's talking about on the set. They did. I mean, it was other people would use the restrooms, but he wouldn't use them.
He just wouldn't go. Yeah,
no,
that's weird.
Now, the weird thing is they only said he did a number 1 in the puddles. Like, if he wouldn't use the public restroom, that's why he was always late and missing from the set. Dude had to his house or something.
Where did these bottles go? Like, who's selling these on eBay?
That's a great question.
Actually, somebody missed out on a great opportunity. They were disgusted and said they didn't realize.
Somebody would buy it.
That's the funniest thing of the day. Lord have mercy. I love that. Now, I do have to also get over to back to a little Memphis wrestling. So you have a fundraiser this week, don't you?
We do. We love doing these. This is I believe the second, maybe the third time that we've been back to West Carroll High School, and that's in Atwood, Tennessee. So it's about an hour and a half or so from Memphis. But of course, we have our Memphis Wrestling airing in WBBJ up in Jackson, Tennessee. So we're on television there, and also they can watch us on streaming. Of course, some of our wrestlers are from that area, kind of around Jackson, Tennessee, Dyersburg. So it's always a really good time. We've actually beat the pre-sale from last year's event, and then so has the school. So the students and the football players and the Touchdown Club are selling tickets, as we are as well online. And so we've already beat the pre-sale from last year, so we look forward to a big event coming up on Friday. That's a 7 o'clock bell time, so if you're around, you can actually get a ticket $2 off at MemphisWrestling.tv. So, for instance, if it's $10 general admission, you can get it for $8 online. It'll be $10 at the door. So you can still get your tickets at the door. That's cool. But it's going to be a big night coming up on Friday, and then we'll tear down, get back to Memphis. We've got our television show on Saturday. And then, of course, on Sunday, we've got the big live event, too. So, the week before that, we had the Travelers game and television.
Oh, yeah. How did everything go over there in Little Rock?
Oh, my gosh. You would have loved it. It was kind of like another version of AutoZone Park out there. The fans were just hyped. There was a little bit of a threat of rain, so I think people started showing up around the second inning when they realized the sun was out. And it was really awesome. There's some really good clips on our YouTube page and, of course, on all of our social channels. So check those out. Big shout-out to the Arkansas Travelers. But all the events, and we've even announced some for June, like AutoZone Park is on June 22nd. All that information is on our website, MemphisWrestling.tv. So, but this weekend will be a big one. I can't wait.
And don't forget, they'll be back down at AutoZone Park on May 7th, next Tuesday, as the Redbirds move back home for a nice long homestand.
Can't wait. I'll be at most of those games. I was looking, and now that the Grizzlies aren't on the calendar, that opens up a whole lot, because most of the television tapings that we have is on Sunday, which is very cool. Opens it up for the full week for me. Another skill that I'm learning there, Johnny, is doing PA and also emceeing at the same time.
Damn, son. Quit taking everybody's jobs. What are you, AI?
Hey, dude, I'm just trying to be as valuable. I'm trying to add more tools to my tool belt. But it is interesting, like, especially those day games, there's not as much of the promo team out there to help and stuff. So it's kind of fun, like, learning how to do another job, really.
Well, if you need you need somebody to fill in for you and do their best Harry Carey, I got you, brother.
Ah, man, I love singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. They don't let me sing it anymore, but the reason that I do like it is because of Harry Carey, growing up watching him.
Oh, that stuff was the best. Hey, man, do me a favor. Tell Maria congratulations. Give her all of our love. And seriously, man, thank you so much, and I'm really happy for you all.
Well, thank you, brother, and you better get your seat for May the 18th so you can come and see. Is it going to be a boy or is it going to be a girl?
We're all on Team Girl right now, brother.
Wow, man. Hopefully, I can't say anything. I don't want to sway one way or the next.
I'm with Reese.
You're with Team Reese.
I'm Team Reese. Hey, be blessed, Tony. Later, pimp. That is Dustin Starr. We're going to take a quick time out. We're going to come back. We have a small break where we're going to give you our baseball bets for this afternoon. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hi, this is Jimmy Stovall with Corky's Barbecue. We have been serving up our legendary barbecue for more than 39 years, right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Whether you're dining in, picking up in our drive-thru, or serving our famous barbecue at your office or home, with Corky's Party Pack, you are the hit of the party. Barbecue pulled pork, baked beans, coleslaw, barbecue sauce, and buns, starting at only $8.49 per person. And as you know, we send plenty of food. You never have to worry about running out with Corky. Corky's Barbecue. Hi, this is Jimmy Stovall with Corky's Barbecue. We have been serving up our legendary barbecue for more than 39 years, right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Whether you're dining in, picking up in our drive-thru, or serving our famous barbecue at your office or home, with Corky's Party Pack, you are the hit of the party. Barbecue pulled pork, baked beans, coleslaw, barbecue sauce, and buns, starting at only $8.49 per person. And as you know, we send plenty of food. You never have to worry about running out with Corky.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
Gas, groceries, utilities, you name it, the price of everything is going up. And if you're stuck in a bad timeshare with rising maintenance fees, the financial burden can be crushing. It is time to get your finances in order and get the real facts about that timeshare that you are stuck in and your options to get rid of it. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has been helping families out of horrible timeshares for over 10 years and has put together a complete timeshare exit information kit that he will send you absolutely free. To date, over 30,000 families have trusted Wesley Financial Group to help them out of financial hardship by getting them out of bad timeshares. Get the facts about how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation. Simply call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit and see how you can become timeshare free. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. Once again, 800-462-3333.
Are you aware? It's patio season. Family Leisure sure is. That's why they have factory direct pricing on swimming pools, spas, and even, yes, patio furniture. Yes, sir, it's indeed patio season. So come by Family Leisure and check out all the brand new 2024 patio furniture sets. And with patio season here, you know that pool season will be here before you even know it. So buy now to get in line for your pool installation and get pre-season pricing. Plus, you could save $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, even up to $5,000 on all spas and swim spas. Family Leisure has got special pricing on all in-stock saunas, theater seating, pool tables, and even outdoor kitchens. I love it when it's patio season because of all the fantastic deals that Family Leisure makes available just for you. Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together.
What's keeping you from learning the language you've always wanted to speak?
Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's interactive lessons, podcasts, games, and more make learning fun.
Fun isn't hard.
Right. And in 10 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons are designed to get you having real conversations in as little as 3 weeks.
That's not long.
It's not hard.
It's perfect.
It starts here. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Jenkins Floors and More invites you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Hernando, Little Rock, and Cleveland, Mississippi specializes in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds. Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Man, I just saw a story that just popped up that's kind of interesting. We're going to be talking some baseball, and I need you to pull out your little phone because we got to make some bets. But I saw this, and Dacus, I don't know if you saw it. Texas A&M baseball coach suspects 2 SEC rivals have been cheating this season.
George is one of them. Yeah, have you seen the videos?
I saw the video of the Georgia pitcher. Yeah. That is definitely cheating.
Which video? There's like 2 different videos. That
I only saw the one where the guy was in the corner.
Yeah,
that's cheating.
And then there's another video.
And then the one where he's going to his glove.
He's rubbing.
That's
the back
right.
of his
That's
glove.
right. Yeah, I saw that one too. Actually, I did see both of those.
So yeah.
Is this actually gaining some traction?
I think so. I am a part of college baseball Twitter. I get a lot of it on my timeline. My brother, I think my brother would tell you his favorite sport's college baseball. He watches so much college baseball, and he has been dialed in on this all week. He was the first one that told me. He's like, Georgia's cheating. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, watch these videos. He goes, I was watching it live, and I saw him going to his glove lot. He goes, and then I saw this video. George is 100% cheating. I was like, oh my gosh. And then Twitter has been all over it this weekend, and now
their
coach coming out.
I was going to say it just popped up on my
That's what I'm saying.
notifications.
That makes it even more
information. Time. Like, this is on like the big national.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like I'm like, dude, because I saw a little on the X, and I saw a little, you know, from here and there, and now like it just popped up, and I'm just like, man, there's gonna be a big stink about this. One other little note. Did you see what what Houston did? I'm talking about the University of Houston. Did you see about
Cougs? No, I missed that.
You know, they have some that alternative uniform that they have that looks kind of like the Oilers. The Houston
football
Cougars. Yeah, the football
team.
Yes,
okay, yeah, I thought we were still talking baseball. Yes.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I was just saying college.
I was going to say, I haven't seen that one, but yes, the football one, it looks really good. I like it.
Well, the NFL sent them a cease and desist letter, and the Houston basically told them to go blank themselves. They didn't use the blank. Sure. I just added the blank because I like to. What they said. But that's basically what they were saying. I
love it.
I love it. I love it. Now, I also love money, and I need you to have your app. I told you to pull your phone out. I hope you got it ready. Now, I'm looking at baseball. I love baseball. You know that, and I'm going to tell you a few reasons why I don't like a lot of day games. I don't like the Braves and the Mariners because I don't trust Chris Sale in laying 185. I can't play the Pirates and the Athletics because who the hell knows?
John, can I give you a note on that game, though?
Please.
Just want to let everybody out. This is not a pick or anything. This is just food for thought. This season, the Athletics, 14-17 on the year. They're 17-14 against the spread. John, they've been favored twice this regular season. 2-0 in those games. Straight up money line. They're favored today. Slight favorite on my book, -112.
So it's gone now. See, on my book right now, I got it -105.
Ooh, so it's shifting. People are betting the Pirates. I'm just saying.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, maybe don't touch it. I'm just saying,
you probably need to go Athletics.
Yes.
I love the Royals. I played them yesterday. But why the hell is Toronto minus? How are the Royals an underdog again with Lugo pitching, who's 4-1 and has a sub-2 ERA, and Chris Bassett is pitching for Toronto, and he's been straight booty.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, 80% of the handle is on the Royals. I feel like they're trying to steal some money from me today, so I'm not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole. You're going to have to give me a little more time.
It's fine. Keep rolling.
Cardinals and the Tigers, you have 2 pitchers who are terrible at baseball. Miles and Kenta. Or Miles Maheda. Both of them are terrible. I can't touch that. But the Rays and the Brewers, there was a fight yesterday.
And it was a fight. It was a legit fight.
It was a good one.
They were throwing hands.
And
now,
let me tell you
not a lot of
something.
connections.
Abner Uribe, I blame him for taking that swing at Jose Siri.
Yeah.
And Karma is a son of a gun.
So you're going with the Rays today?
Bro, I'm taking the Rays. I'm minus the 115.
Wow.
Zach Eflin is a better pitcher than his 1-3 record. Let me tell you that. His last 2 outings actually looked pretty good. Now, Ray, who's 2-0 with a 3.25 ERA, who's looked really good this season, get real. Go look at his real, extended numbers, his hard contact. People are hitting him hard. Rays haven't been great, but the Brewers are really good on offense in the first 2 weeks. They've come back to the norm. This pitcher is coming back to the norm. And my man, Uribe won't be pitching for the Brewers. Who has a closer? Well, the Rays have a closer, and they have a bullpen. Milwaukee still doesn't have a real closer, and it's going to come bite them back somewhere. It bites them today, just like Karma. Don't be swinging on nobody. Rays, though, swing big, lay the 15. I went 3 units on that joint.
Wow. How about that?
I like it. Let's go Rays. Let's go Rays. Now we're going to take a quick break. On the other side, it is time for us to talk about the NBA. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
And if the band you're in starts playing different tunes.
Happy Mother's Day from Gould's. Give the gift of relaxation, give the gift of style, give the gift of Gould's this Mother's Day with a Gould's gift card. Buy a gift card for $120 and receive $20 off May 1st through May 12th. It's always the right size and fit for professional salon services, spa services, and the best selection of exclusive hair and skincare products in Memphis. Pick up a gift card for mom at any Gould's or go to GouldSalonSpa.com and use code Mother's Day 24 to purchase online. GouldSalonSpa.com. Gould Salon Spa, turning heads since 1932.
This Mother's Day, let's celebrate the woman who held our scraped knees, cheered our victories, and nurtured our dreams, and show her the love she deserves. Of course, there's no single gift that can truly express the depths of our love, but this Mother's Day at Genesis Diamonds, we'll help you find something truly special. From sparkling diamonds to timeless pearls to colored gemstones, we have it all. And the trusted experts at Genesis are here to help you find the perfect piece that helps you say, "Thank you, Mom." It's a perfect time to see the amazing collection of exclusive and acclaimed jewelry designers at Genesis, like Gabriel & Company, Shy Creation, Tacori, A. Jaffe, Simon G., and more. You can find all the mothers in your life something unique, handcrafted and beautiful. Jewelry she can wear and appreciate every day. Mom deserves the best. Let us help make this Mother's Day truly unforgettable with something affordable yet timeless. Happy Mother's Day from Genesis Diamonds. On Poplar and Perkins Extended.
Free! Who doesn't love free? With Milo's Rewards, you get the member-only treatment that's actually worth it. Enjoy free member gifts you'll love. And once you reach Silver Key status, you can get free standard shipping. Because Lowe's knows nothing feels better than free. Learn more about our new loyalty program at Lowe's.com/Milo's Rewards today. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Member gifts may be subject to additional terms and restrictions. See Lowe's.com/shipping terms for details. Subject to change.
Simple, smooth, and every sip as easy as the last. Tito's handmade vodka tastes just as good with tap water as it does your favorite mixers. Back in the day, Tito distilled, hand-bottled, taste-tested, sent out to a few friends, then taste-tested again to give you the finest juice around. No frills, no flavors, no fancy labels, just the good stuff, just Tito's. For recipes, videos, and more, visit Tito'sVodka.com. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy hump day. We have day baseball today, and the play is the Rays. It's all about that karma, baby. There was a fight yesterday.
Karma is a bad word.
Yes, it is. Karma is a mother.
Yes.
And let me tell you something. It's coming back on the Brewers all day long.
I like that.
I like the Rays today. So let's go Rays. If you haven't put it in. You got about 30 seconds. Get it in. Get it in. By the way, baseball players are not very good fighters, are they?
Hey, look, John, here's what I'll say about that last night.
A lot of swings, a lot of misses.
Well, and a lot of times in these brawls, bench clearings, whatever you want to call them, you don't see anybody throwing hands. They're just yelling at each other and pushing. At least we got some fists thrown. Now, I'm sure we'll probably get a suspension handed down from Major League Baseball today at some point, but fun to watch last night.
If Uribe would have connected, it would have been a hell of a punch.
I like Uribe. I know you look at him, he's like 2-2 on the year. He's got like over a 6 ERA out of the bullpen. Not great, but he's a young kid, 23. I think he's got a future.
All right. I think he's definitely got a future in
Not a
boxing.
I don't know if he's got a boxing future.
Man, I don't know. He maybe like kind of work on like his connecting.
Plenty to work on for sure.
Lot to work on. But last night we saw some magic. It was wild.
Legit, we did see the magic.
We did see the magic. And by the way, I still, and we're going to talk about this, I still came away more impressed with the magic. Yes, Cleveland has a 3-2 series lead. But man, I'm telling you, the best player on the court is Paolo Banchero. He's better than Spidey Man. Like, he really is. He's the best player. And I feel like the better team is the Magic. You've seen what they've been able to do at home. They were right there on the road. It took an Evan Mobley miracle play. Evan Mobley played his tail off last night. He had 14 points. He had 13 rebounds. And he had the biggest block of the season for the Cleveland Cavaliers because that saved the game. Like, that thing was about to be OV, bro.
Now, John, correct me if I'm wrong. This series hasn't started yet, right? Because it's been chalk. Home teams won every game, right?
Yeah, and I am predicting that Orlando will hold serve in Game 6 at their house, but then they go into Cleveland and rip out the hearts of the Cavs.
Wow. Got to see them win on the road first, which would be that Game 7.
They were close last night. They were right there. I mean, dead gummit. You got to give credit. Donovan Mitchell made his free throws down the stretch. But, man, like, woo, that was just a damn good basketball game. I really was impressed. And, again, Evan Mobley, he had a hell of a game, didn't he? And by the way,
sure did.
Did you ever think Franz Wagner was going to be this good? Franz Wagner.
Yeah,
what is it?
Franz Wagner.
Thank you.
It's a really good point. I mean, he's been really, really good.
Dude, did you see the behind the back?
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude is playing out of his damn mind. I like Orlando. Again, I came into the playoffs I was all up in Cleveland's business.
Mm-hmm.
And now I absolutely love this damn Orlando Magic team.
Yeah, they're a fun young team, and obviously they've got Franz, they've got
Wendell
got
Carter
Paulo,
does the dirty
Wendell
work.
Carter, they got Jalen
If Harris
Suggs.
didn't get injured last night, I'm
Sure.
telling you, Orlando wins that basketball game.
I think you're right, and they're a fun team to watch. And I know, we talk to Keith Smith every week. He lives down in the Orlando area, and he's told us plenty of times since towards the end of the season, playoffs started, that you can feel a real buzz down there in Orlando, rallying around this team. So it's been fun to watch.
And I would say, it took some miracle shots from Max Strus.
Mm-hmm.
And it took Donovan Mitchell, Spider-Man, to work his tail off, and it took Evan Mobley to come up with he had 2 big blocks, but that last one at the end was just out of control.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hell of a basketball game. This is a much better series than I expected.
Yeah.
But what we saw last night with Tyrese Maxey has me thinking about so many things. Like, one of the first things that I think about when I watch this playoff is like, damn, how did Cal really only win 1 championship? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, look at Tyrese Maxey.
Mm-hmm.
What he's doing in Philadelphia. What he did in Madison Square Garden last night hadn't been done since Michael Jordan, since Reggie Miller scored 9 points in 9 seconds and freaking Spike Lee out on the sideline. I mean, like you don't see things like that.
Did you see Tracy Morgan last night flipping Tyrese Maxey off
No, I
after he hit a big shot? Yeah, there's a picture where they're going to a timeout and the camera's like close up on Tyrese Maxey walking away, and in the background you can see Tracy Morgan just sitting there courtside with this just smug look on his face, like he's just pissed, and he's flipping him off behind his back. It's hilarious.
That game was just out of control, amazing last night, and there's no way that the 76ers should have won that game.
Mm-mm.
I mean, the Knicks had the game in the bag into the fourth quarter. Then not only did they have the game in the bag in the fourth quarter, I mean, it took Tyrese Maxey miracles, and it wasn't just miracles. It was just he's badass. I mean, the foul, the three-pointer, and the Mitchell Robinson shooting foul to give him a 4-point play opened up the door. Josh Hart missing a free throw opened up the door. But Tyrese Maxey took a 35-foot three-pointer and buried it in everybody's face. And you know what I was screaming last night?
What's that?
Why am I thinking about Cal? Because guess what? The Knicks didn't foul. I thought about Cal, and I'm like, dude, why is it that you don't foul and you let a great three-point shooter stroke one in your face? And Cal, how'd you not win more? Oh, that's right, because you didn't foul. I mean, the Knicks, if Mitchell Robinson didn't foul Tyrese Maxey shooting a three-pointer. I mean, Maxey had 7 points in the final 25 seconds. Did you know that?
How about that?
7 points on 2 shots and a made free throw. They were down 6 points with 28.2 seconds left in the game. 6 points. The 76ers were down 6 points with 28 seconds. If you had the Knicks on the money line, you want to vomit.
Oh, absolutely.
I would have cried. I basically just thought I lost. And then I pulled one so far out of my keister, I still can't believe it.
It's happened a lot to you.
This
playoffs.
has been the.
And
we're
not even done with the first round.
No. I mean, the Lakers game, remember with Denver coming back from 20?
And there was the other game that night.
The game before it
I
that
forgot which
night
game that was.
That was even a bigger miracle.
It was this same series. Knicks and
it was when I had the Knicks and the
that's right.
76ers. The Knicks scored 8 points in the final 28 seconds and won that game. But the 76ers got them back. I mean, again, the Knicks are up 96-90 with 28.2 seconds left. Philadelphia takes a timeout. They inbound the ball, and Tyrese Maxey goes straight up, and Mitchell Robinson makes the stupidest foul that you ever could, and Maxey buries it, makes his free throw. Then they foul Josh Hart immediately. He misses the first one. Makes the second one, leaves it open. It's a 3-point game. And then Maxey comes down. He just made a 4-point play, and you don't foul him? Bro, Tibbs deserves a lot of a beating today for that. Like, dude, have the possession with being up in the game is the most crucial thing.
Sure.
You foul him with 8 seconds left in the basketball game. He's got to hit his free throws, then they got to foul, and you got to, you know what I mean? Like, you wear out the clock. You know who didn't foul with 3 seconds left? Do you remember that guy, Cal?
I do.
He didn't foul.
It's burned into my brain, I'm afraid.
And then for Knicks fans, not only did it go to overtime, but in overtime, you're like, oh my gosh, like how are we in overtime? We had this game. So you think Philadelphia might come out in overtime and drop them. Nope. Jalen Brunson starts off the deadgum overtime with the 3-pointer. Yeah, how you like me now? Then Maxey misses a little runner. They get out in transition, and guess who scores 2? And all of a sudden, 1 minute into the damn overtime, 4 minutes left in the ball game, Knicks back on top, up 5. And Madison Square Garden is rocking. And then guess what Maxey did?
What's that?
Just does what Maxey does. And he went to work. Dude pulled back and hit a 25-foot step-back jumper, bam, right in everybody's face. The Knicks go cold, can't make anything to save their life. Turn the ball over. OG made a few bad plays down the stretch. And it was basically Maxey, Embiid hit the free throw line in that 3-point play, and then it was just it's unbelievable how bad the Knicks played down the stretch. And then Brunson, when he goes up and pulls up for the shot, he was going to get it blocked, tries to throw it to Harston, and guess what? It goes right out of bounds. They turn the ball. It was just like, what the hell were the Knicks doing down that stretch? They ended up losing that game by 6 points.
Which is insane. It's crazy.
Up 6 with 28 seconds to losing the game by 6 points in overtime.
It's crazy. It's insane.
In Madison Square Garden. Now the series is 3-2, headed back to Philadelphia, bro. Hoo-wee.
I think a lot of people thought this was going to be a fun series. I think everyone was in agreement that...
But after seeing the pain that Embiid was in,
sure,
I was thinking it was going to get silly ugly.
Yeah.
And then after seeing the 76ers blow an 8-point lead, I didn't think there were a 7-point lead with 28 seconds, and then the Knicks go and blow a 6-point lead in 28. I mean, it's just, this series has been, buck
crazy.
wild.
Sure has.
Now, also buck wild because, again, watching these playoffs makes me think of John. How can you not? You know what I mean?
Oh, Calipari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just, damn, dude. Like, look around the NBA playoffs. Like, AD and the Lakers, I know they're out. But, like, right now, which is the best Cal player? Is it Oklahoma City with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Is it Jamal Murray in Denver who had 2 game-winning shots? Is it Maxey who, 47 points in Madison Square Garden and played 52 of 53 minutes? Or 53, or I can't do math right now.
Plenty of them around, John. I mean,
53
take your pick,
minutes,
honestly.
that's right. Yeah, 52 of 53 minutes. I was like, wait a second. How did this thing? Oh yeah, because 5.
That's right.
Hey, I did the math well.
Good job.
Proud of myself.
I am proud of you too.
But yeah, man, that was absolutely wild. It was fun to see. And who is the best former Wildcat?
It's a great question. Again,
in these
plenty
playoffs.
I have no idea. I literally have no idea.
It's a tough call, isn't it?
Sure is. I mean, because you could say SGA's been the leader of this young team, but then what
he's
Maxey's
definitely going to be a top 3 MVP candidate.
Sure, but
Jamal
Maxey's
Murray's
done,
a defending champion.
And
he's
Jamal
already
Murray
won
has
2 game-winning shots.
Exactly. He's decided 2 games by himself. So
Maxey had to carry the team on
has
his
that
back and did it
mode.
in Madison Square Garden last night.
It's great. It's incredible.
AD was the best player for the Lakers in his. They led for
consistent.
70% of the time against the Nuggets.
Whatever that gets you.
I'm just saying, hey man, like makes you want to say what, man. And you know why Cal doesn't have more championships?
Because he didn't foul.
Because he didn't foul.
That's right.
And that's why Tibbs ain't leading this series. And that's why this thing ain't a wrap.
Cut from the same cloth.
Cut from the same damn cloth. Arkansas fans are gonna be fine though.
No, sure are. Cal's doing his thing in the transfer portal.
Yeah, he is doing his thing in the portal. Tonight though, we have 6:30 on the TNT. Heat and the Celtics. This thing is going to be a wrap, right? I mean, I know
John, it feels like it.
Porzingis is going. By the way, if you haven't heard the update, he's going to miss a little time. He's got a calf strain. It has nothing to do with his Achilles. In fact, he might miss the entire next series, which is more than likely. But they're hopeful that he will be back during the playoffs as long as they continue to win. But damn, this damn Celtics team is so deep, bro. Derek White went off for 38 the other night.
Mm-hmm. I mean, whoever you want to step up.
Like
here
what?
You go. Yeah.
What? You got to be kidding me.
But I know the last time we said that this felt like it was going to be wraps, and the Heat came out and stole one on the road.
Well, the weird thing is you know Boston in the last 2 seasons or whatever, they actually have a losing record at home during the playoffs.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was listening. Now, this is according to Charles Barkley. Wow. I just heard it on TNT, and I didn't fact check him.
But if he was wrong, somebody would have called him on it.
On him, yeah, probably right. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I love the never mind. But yeah, they said they haven't been all that great at their house. But dude, 14.5 points is a lot of points. But again, you got Tatum, you got Holiday, White's been doing his thing. Brown, Horford comes in and just does his thing. The little Pritchard guy, Peyton, they're nasty. The Heat are done. But
Feels like it.
But I don't think I can touch that line.
Really? I mean, it's so big, 14.5. That was what the line
That's
was.
what she said.
Whatever. That's what the line was when the Heat won straight up. It was 14.5, wasn't it?
That's what now.
You
I'm
can't even
sorry.
focus on me.
I can't. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm a
on
child.
me. That's on me. I wear that. It was 14.5 when the Heat won straight up, wasn't it? And because we were talking
It's
about
been like 14 and a half,
feels
like every game.
it feels like that's a really big number. And I think you even took the Heat in that game on the
I did.
spread.
Yes, I was very, very happy about that one. Now, and that's the game they won, and I was like, the next day, I was like, damn, why couldn't I sprink on the money line?
Yeah. So maybe you do the same tonight. Probably not, though.
But yeah, Maxey was awesome. 46 of 112 points, 52 of 53 minutes. He was a baller. Who's going to ball tonight, though, in the Mavericks and the Clippers series? I think it's going to be Kyrie. I think it's going to be Luka. I don't like the Clippers. I can't stand Russell Westbrook. Loser. Dallas minus 3.5 on the road. Now, Steve Ballmer is extremely rich. Do you know how rich Steve Ballmer is? He's the owner of the Clippers.
Yes.
How rich is he?
Very rich.
Rich enough to do what?
We heard this yesterday. You could buy out 12 of the other
27
owners?
of the other
that's crazy.
owners.
I was way off. John, I'm sorry. I hate to get you off topic, but I just want to throw this out there. Suspensions have been given out for the Brewers, at least, or both. Pat Murphy, 2 games, begins today, his suspension. Freddie Peralta, 5 games. Abner Uribe, 6 games. Jose Siri, 3 games.
Siri got 3 games?
Got 3 games. Peralta and Uribe are appealing the suspension, so, they're not going to, participate today, but they could if they needed to because they're appealing it.
Okay. All right. Rays, Brewers. We got the
Rays. So
Rays.
back to you were saying. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to
I don't even remember what I was saying.
You were talking about the game tonight between the Mavericks and the Clippers.
Oh, yeah,
it's 4.5 or something like that. You said
3.5 right now. You got Dallas minus 3.5 on the road. Again, Steve Ballmer's rich, so I guess he could pay enough players probably for the Mavericks to throw a game. I don't think he's going to do that for the integrity's sake.
Sure. That whole thing.
That whole thing. But I absolutely have to say, I love the Mavericks tonight. Am I crazy?
No.
Because remember, I didn't like the Mavericks. I didn't believe in the Mavericks. I always thought that the Doughboy was just going to...
You did. It's a fair statement.
But damn, bro. Doughboy makes all the plays. When they double him, he hits all the open players. And Kyrie is just a cold-blooded assassin. The Clippers, Kawhi Leonard looks like a shell of himself. Injuries have... he's been injury-riddled. I still can't believe he got that bad boy in Toronto. You got to give him props for that bad boy, but damn, man. I don't know. I think that Kawhi being out tonight gives the Clippers no chance. I'm definitely rolling with the Mavericks. Minus 3.5. I'm late for the break, but I do want to tell you something. After you make money on Tampa Bay and then you make more money tonight by taking the Mavs, make sure you spend it at Frontier Western Store. Make yourself look good. Make yourself feel good. Because at 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch, they can dress you from head to toe. You need some shorts? They got you. You need some new shirts? They got you. How about hats or boots? They have you. They got the largest boot showroom in the whole world. You can see it from outer space. It's so big. They can get you Western boots, work boots, dress boots, you name it, they got it. And if you can't make it down there, you can shop all day at FrontierWesternStore.com. But the good thing is once you place your order, they ship it out within 24 hours. Frontier Western Store and FrontierWesternStore.com. Family owned and operated since 1967. Hardwood on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Guns, guns, and more guns. Over 700 firearms in stock. Home defense guns, old guns, new guns, used guns, big guns, little guns. Every gun you can think of, Classic Arms has them. All brands like Glock, SIG, Colt, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Beretta, Benelli, Remington, Winchester, and more. Guaranteed lowest prices in town. Only gun importer in the Mid-South. Free gun inspections and appraisals and free bore sighting for the upcoming deer season. Shop online at ClassicArmsOfMemphis.com or visit Classic Arms at 1740 Germantown Parkway behind Corky's Barbecue in Cordova.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square. Fun, friendly, exciting, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs for all your favorite games, 24 taps for all your favorite beers, including NA and local craft beers, and an in-front-of-the-wall full bar for all your other favorite beverages, including a full wine list. Add in an upscale menu, patio seating, daily specials, and events, and you found all your sports in the one right place. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square, Highway 70.
There's nothing quite like a rivalry, and the rivalry between Memphis and Birmingham stretches from college football and basketball to the old USFL. Be on hand Saturday, May 4th, as your Memphis Showboats host the Birmingham Stallions on Rivalry Saturday. We'll be giving away Memphis Showboats bobbleheads, so get in the stadium early to cheer on your favorite Showboats players. Tickets start at just $10, and they're available at theufl.com. That's theufl.com. Memphis versus Birmingham, Saturday, May 4th at 11 a.m. Go Boats!
Tyler from Wendy's here. The best part of Wendy's new Cinnabon Pull-Apart is every part. Unlike mornings, which have no good parts, until now. Because with Wendy's new breakfast Cinnabon Pull-Apart, mornings finally don't completely suck. And now that mornings have warm cinnamon sugar rolled dough and ooey gooey frosting, are they the best part of every day? Probably not, but you get the idea. Get to Wendy's today and get the best part in every bite with the new Cinnabon Pull-Apart.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, Cinnabon is a registered trademark of Cinnabon Franchisor SPV, LLC.
As the seasons change, so does the need for reliable home comfort. It's time to turn to the experts with Choates, where your family's comfort is our top priority. Right now, Choates is making it easier than ever to upgrade your home's climate control with our exceptional Carrier systems. There's never been a better time to enhance your comfort. Select from incredibly low monthly payments, 36 months no interest financing, or choose our $1,650 Cool Cash rebate instead and lower the upfront cost on select Carrier systems. It's not just savings, it's cool cash in your pocket. Low monthly payments, no interest financing, or cool cash rebates? Whatever you choose, you're choosing quality, reliability, and the trusted service of Choates. Call us today at 347-8086 or visit ChoatesHVAC.com to learn more about these incredible savings. But hurry, these deals are as fleeting as a cool breeze on a hot day. Choates, let our family serve your family.
You've heard of James Gaddis Jewelers, but have you heard what they've done lately? Everything! A tremendous selection of diamonds and jewels, gold, silver, and much more. Lots of watches, tons of custom-made jewelry, fine gemstones, bracelets, necklaces, so many choices. Romantics will love the one-of-a-kind estate and vintage jewelry. James Gaddis has experts to help you with wedding and engagement rings, plus 2 repair experts for fine watches and jewelry. Layaway and financing available. James Gaddis Jewelers at 4900 Poplar.
Ole Miss Rebel Yell is back. The Rebel Yell Hotline Radio Show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Yancey Porter with 24/7 Sports, former Ole Miss defensive tackle Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC Sports Call, and former Ole Miss baseball announcer Gary Darby. From kickoff to free throw to extra innings, your Ole Miss Sports on the Rebel Yell Hotline Show right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM. Your Mid-South Sports Station.
But you got to be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with y'all on a beautiful hump day here in the Mid-South. We got to get to some hardwood. I got some crazy stories today. There's some weird stuff going on in the world. We got to talk about just craziness. And it's going to be fun. But you know what else is fun? Tito's. You know why? Because it is the best spirit there is. When you're enjoying good times and good friends, you want to have the best spirit around. Get the best at your local liquor store. It's Tito's handmade vodka. It's American vodka. It's crafted and distilled down here in Austin, Texas, in the United States. It is 6 times distilled, then distilled in classic copper pots. It's got a very unique flavor, slightly sweet with a black pepper note. It balances everything out. Doesn't matter if you're crafting a cocktail or drinking it neat. Get your Tito's on. Again, Tito Beverage, he came up with the recipe. He's also the nicest guy in the world. And he's not about any frills, any flavors, any fancy labels. He just wants the good stuff, and that's Tito's. And he's also a dog lover, so you know I love Tito. But I do love his vodka even more. So get your Tito's on today. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Now, John, I want you to start with the story that we were just talking about during the break, because I'm gonna turn this music down so that I can play the video you want me to play. Because I can't run both at the same time.
You know what? You're a little stony genius over there,
so
even though you don't get stoned.
Please start your story so that I can pull it up, and you let me know when you're ready for it.
All right, well, here, let me tell you a little something. I'm a little bit befuddled because during the break, I have a whole different set of stories that I was going to start talking about.
Yeah.
And pops up on my phone, these damn phones, by the way, a picture of, do you know who Selena Gomez is?
Of course I know who Selena Gomez is.
Selena Gomez is cute. She was on the Nickelodeon, wasn't she?
Disney.
Disney, whatever. Close enough.
Tomato.
She was, a little witch?
She was. She wizards away over the place. You're absolutely
That's right, man. Look at me. I know my business. She's very, very cute. And I looked because what popped up was Selena Gomez is licking boyfriend Benny's cake. And anyway, just she's licking like the cake, which is the cake is a picture of her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
But then they show a picture of her boyfriend, and he literally is the ugliest dude I've ever seen in my life. Like if he fell out of a tree, he got hit by every damn branch on the way down. Somebody beat that kid with an ugly stick since the day he was born.
Yikes.
Like, bro is straight up ugly. So I'm trying to figure out how much money does this guy have? Who is Benny Blanco?
Yeah, so Benny Blanco, he's a is a music producer, songwriter. He does a lot of stuff with music. So he's dating Selena Gomez, and it's not just you that thinks he's unattractive and ugly. And how in the world did he ever land Selena Gomez, who's my celebrity crush? I love Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez is your celebrity
sure
crush?
Is. Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Crush?
Yeah, I love Selena Gomez.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really listen to her music.
Bro, let me
She's
tell
very
you,
attractive.
I didn't know she was a musician.
Oh yeah, she makes music. Yeah.
I thought she was a TV guy.
Well,
girl.
she does both, and now she's on a show. I don't know if they still make it, but Only Murders in the Building. It's like a Hulu show. She's been on that. That was running. I don't know if it's still going. I know up until like last year it was going on. So she's still an actor. She makes music still. She's dating Benny Blanco, and this is Andrew Santino, who has a podcast. He's
funny.
A very funny comedian.
I know who you're talking about.
He's in a lot of shows and stuff like that.
Red beard.
Ginger. He had Benny Blanco on his show a week or so ago, and they had this very same conversation, and here is their interaction with each other about it.
How did you get a woman like Selena Gomez to date you? For real. And I mean that with every sense of my being. I lost a lot of respect for her when I found out you were dating her. Because I've known you for years.
Yeah.
And I don't know her at all.
Yeah.
I think from afar she's a lovely person.
She's incredible.
And then she is. She's incredible. A great actor, a great performer, a great artist, beautiful, sweet, seems so humble.
It's
and then
crazy.
I found out one day I was in the shower and my wife said, "Hey, Benny is dating Selena Gomez."
Yeah.
And I turned the shower to cold all the way, and I sat there for about 30 minutes just in a cold shower.
Yeah,
disappointed.
I understand. I ask myself the same question every day. If I walk by the mirror, I'm like, oh my, what? Yeah, it's insane.
So even he knows. Even he is shocked by the fact that he's dating Selena Gomez. Good for him, though.
I'm proud of this guy.
That's awesome.
I don't know who you are, Benny Blanco, but you got some game, homie.
Sure. He definitely has some game. Good for him. Selena Gomez is very attractive.
He's got to have a fat. He's got to have a fat wallet, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, I if I know who he is, then because I don't really keep up with music nowadays. I listen to a lot of older music.
Well,
yeah. That means he's pretty popular, pretty famous, I guess.
So I was.
Let's look up his net worth.
A couple weeks ago, we were down at the Wing Fest, and this dude who was like 70 years old,
$50 million net worth.
Damn, he does have the cash. He has $50 freaking million.
Wow, combined net worth? Combined net worth. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. Now you know what Benny Blanco's net worth is. $850 million is their combined net worth.
Wait, she has that much money?
Supposedly to this. Now this is a.
Hold on, let me just tell you something, Selena. I'm over here just chilling, bro.
So yeah, you do the math. We know he has 50. This might be like a third grade math equation. He has $50 million. Combined $850 million. So that means she has $800 million net worth. How about that?
So he's the one who's hitting it out of the park.
Yeah, good for him. Shout out Benny Blanco.
Shout out. What was I talking about?
I don't know, John. I unfortunately got you off topic, and that's a terrible thing to do.
It's okay. It's all right.
Especially when you're doing Hardwood.
Well, since you mentioned that your crush
is Selena Gomez.
It's Selena Gomez.
Absolutely.
Back in the day, I'm sure there's some grannies out there who used to have a crush on Bruce Jenner.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was the Olympian. He did the decathlon and stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He was on Wheaties box.
Sure was. And that's how you knew you made it back in the days when you were on the Wheaties box. That's great.
Granny was sitting there eating her Wheaties, bro. Well, she wasn't a granny back then. She was a young. I'm talking to you, grannies. I know back in the day you used to look at Bruce Jenner and be like, damn.
Sure.
He was probably your crush. Well, he's not my crush, but he is my favorite T. He's my favorite transgender by far. He's hilarious. I mean, she's hilarious. Because now Bruce is Caitlyn. Well, she came out and she started popping off about the crazy folks in the encampments singing and chanting to the river, to the sea, and all this crazy stuff. So she came out there and said on her little X, deport these morons and send them to Iran and Gaza. Have fun being burned alive, beheaded, or pushed off a building. It's illegal and punishable by death in the most egregious ways to be LGBT in these hellhole regions governed by terrorist regimes. Go, Caitlyn! Go, Caitlyn! Yeah, yeah, yeah! My favorite T. The artist formerly known as Bruce Jenner. The artist now, Caitlyn Jenner. She's the T of the week. You like that?
Kind of like the cracker of the week or cracker of the day.
Yeah, but we're going to do the T of the week now. I just came up with this. We got to find out. We got to find some more T's out there. Well, we know Leah Thomas.
Sure.
No. Now, what was my next story?
I don't know.
You didn't bring one today? You don't have any good T stories?
No, unfortunately, I don't.
Well, LaMelo Ball is the next one, and I got to say, we talked about tattoos yesterday, right?
Oh my gosh, you got a full back tat. Oh, that looked painful.
And it's also ugly. Like, bro, rare one with an alien popping out of your back and a damn alien ship coming out of the back of your neck. I'm sorry. I love ancient aliens. You know what I'm saying? Giorgio Tsoukalos. Like, man, dude, they did some stuff back in the day. You know what I'm saying? How they built them pyramids.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? What is it? Machu Picchu?
Plenty of examples
lines.
that people ask about.
There's a bunch of crazy stuff. Like, I'm down with the aliens, you know what I'm saying? But I don't need anything on my back like that. Like, rare one with an like, I don't know, man. Is it me or are people losing their mind? And how's he ever going to see it? Does he stand in the mirror and look in a mirror in front of him and hold it up to the back to look at his back?
Maybe. I don't know.
And that had to hurt, bro.
Had to.
Because it's not like, I mean, this is not a tattoo. This is a full body ink. Like red, black, gold, silver, white, like lines on, like it is. Now, like if you were going to say, for an ugly tattoo, is it a good tattoo? Yes. Like whoever did it very, it's a well done tattoo. But damn it, it's ugly. Do you have a tattoo? Whoa, I'm sorry, I put my hat down. Do you have a tattoo?
I do not.
You don't? I don't either, man.
No, I would not get one.
I change way too much to get anything permanent.
That's true. That's a good point.
Whoa, but did you see if you go and click on LaMelo Ball's tattoo stuff, for some reason people started posting a bunch of women's tattoos underneath. These are some good tattoos.
Interesting.
Did you know Megan Fox has a really nice tattoo?
Really?
Check that bad boy out.
I'll be honest, John, I can't really see that far.
You got terrible eyes for a young fella.
Thank you.
Terrible, terrible eyes for a young fella. Tattoos. LaMelo Ball, you're just terrible. You're just terrible. And we did see a great fight yesterday in baseball. We do have a bet on baseball right now. Rays and the Brewers. Still 0-0.
Yeah.
Rays got 3 hits. Brewers even have an error, and they still can't get them across. Quit leaving them in scoring position.
Yeah, the error just happened. I'm trying to figure out what happened. I think we grounded into a double. Yeah, grounded into a double play. Because the arrow, we grounded into a double play.
Come on, Rays. Let's get things going. Well, we got some more betting information on the other side because it's time for us to do a little bit of something that's important. But I did want to remind you about Mug Shots. Did you know Mug Shots is open in Collierville?
Oh, yeah. I drove by the other day.
Did you really?
I did.
You live in Collierville?
No, but we were out in Collierville for something. We drove by. It looks awesome in there. I'm excited to get in there.
Dude, they have over 100 televisions in there, all big flat screens.
Oh, dude, I was looking at it. It was crazy.
It's crazy how many TVs in there. You are going to see every game. I mean, if you want to go to a bar that has, no matter what, 360 view, you turn around, you're going to be able to see your game. And if you want to have a good time, you have it at Mug Shots Bar and Grill. They're not just in Olive Branch anymore. They are out in Collierville. It's at 656 West Poplar in Collierville. It's the old Charlie's. It's now Mug Shots. They got 19 specialty burgers. They got beer on tap that's cold as can be. And they have a great happy hour from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock. 2 o'clock, 6 o'clock, Monday through Friday, half price domestic drafts. And half price on a few appetizers, like $3 appetizers. You can get $3 mushrooms, fried pickles, $3 chicken tenders, $3 Rotels and chips. You know what I'm saying? Head on out to Mug Shots again, where they're always having a good time. Bets on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better? I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
Extraordinary events come once in a blue moon, and right now, even the most extravagant luxuries are well within reach. The one and only May sale is back at Sissy's Log Cabin, and you can save up to 50% on nearly everything in the store. This is your chance to get the service, selection, and experience that makes you feel like family at the best prices of the year, guaranteed. Don't miss the one and only May sale at Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GEAR for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GEAR for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GEAR.
There's an institution in East Memphis that I love talking about. It's the Spirit Shop at 4848 Poplar Avenue, right down the street from Clark Tower, and it looks like a log cabin. It's been around Memphis since 1969 with a family-owned, friendly, knowledgeable sales staff that is just a wonderful place to go. I love going in and talking wine or bourbons, and they've got such great selection. So if you've not visited the Spirit Shop in a while, it's been remodeled. You'll love what you see when you need spirits. Tell Eddie Wollo said hello.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
I have this one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. Well, we are about to get into a little betting. We got some basketball games to bet on tonight, but we still have baseball going on right now. We got more day baseball games coming up. Philadelphia plays the Angels today. You know who's not going to be playing today in that game?
Mike Trout.
Man, talk about injury riddled. Like,
yeah, really.
Goodness gracious. Like, every single year it feels like something goes wrong for Mike Trout. It's just sad. Dude's a baller. The Angels can't get lucky. They had Shohei and Trout, still couldn't do jack with them. They're 11-19 on the season. You know who they're playing today?
The Phillies.
Yeah, you know who's on the bump, bro?
I actually don't, no. No, I actually don't. There we go. I talked about that earlier in the show. I need to fix that.
I know, I forgot about that. Well, they have Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler is one of the best pitchers in all of baseball. Crazy thing is, Zach Wheeler hadn't even been the best pitcher on his own team this year. Did you know that? Ranger Suarez has been throwing as good as anybody. But again, Zach Wheeler on the bump against the Angels. That lineup is terrible. No Trout in it. They've got no damn chance. The Phillies offense gave my man some run support last game. They're going to give him some run support today. They started the season out on the left coast. They had a great run. They like being on the left coast. They like the weather. They like to kind of get out. The guys hang out together. They get away from the girlfriends and the wives. They're on the road. You know what I'm saying? They bonding. And they're going to bond on whipping up on the Angels' tail today. Play Philadelphia -1.5. One of my favorite plays. Before we get into the NBA, though, I got to tell all you guys out there, you know, it's 2024. Beauty's not just for women anymore. You don't have to grow old and gray and ugly and wrinkly and look weathered. That's right. You can get skinny really easily. Did you know they have weight loss shots? Have you heard about this, Dacus?
Yeah, I have.
Like, where was this when I was growing up?
That's a good question.
Or getting old? Like, man, I worked for my skinny. I had to drink these nasty drinks, go to the gym, do my yoga. I couldn't drink every dadgum day, you know what I'm saying? You got to back off on the calories every once in a while. But now you can just go get these weight loss shots. And you should go check out my friends over at 901 Aesthetics. It's where beauty meets wellness. Book your appointment today at 901aesthetics.com. That's AESTHETICS. The AE, Aesthetics with an A. Book now or call 901-221-1256. Not only do they do weight loss pills or laser hair removal, they also remove sunspots. They do hormone replacement therapy. So if you have issues right now, like if you're tackling, if like you have like fatigue, if you are like struggling a little bit with your focus, maybe you need to boost your endurance. Maybe you need a little help in the bedroom, you know what I'm saying? A little something. Man, tackle all those issues by going out to 901 Aesthetics. Elevate your performance with hormone replacement therapy. They're pellets that they put in you. They last for 6 months, and they're individually tailored exactly for you. Yes, these are not just little shops set up to do stuff. There is a doctor over the whole place, a bunch of nurse practitioners who are doing their business, and everybody who works there is a nurse and an esthetician. So 901 Aesthetics has the trust, the confidence, and the professionalism. They're going to deliver. They're going to give you a very effective treatment. And I'm serious as like all get out, men. It's almost summer. Get the hair off your back. Get your wrinkles taken out with a little Botox. Get the hormone replacement therapy, you know what I'm saying? So you can tackle the fatigue, so you can get out there in the pool, look good and smash beers and do all your awesome things being a man. 901 Aesthetics, again, that is where health and wellness meet, so check them out. And don't forget to take care of your ladies. Yeah, they do everything for the women, too. Mother's Day is around the corner, you know that? Get something for your wife, the mother of your children. Get something for your moms. Get it at 901 Aesthetics. Now, we got basketball tonight. In play is how you make money. It is very simple. Watch the beginning of the game. Look at the total. If they go on a complete run and the total shoots up by 10 points, you go under. If the total shoots down really early and goes down by 10 points, you go over. Pretty simple. The under's been hitting a lot lately. It's been money. So make you a little bit of money. And don't worry about playing the Heat Celtics minus the 14. Just worry about the total in that game. But tonight, I'm laying the Mavericks, and I'm laying the 3.5. Sorry, Luka, Kyrie, they just better than everything the Clippers have. Russell Westbrook's terrible. Kawhi's not playing. Paul George can't do it on his own. Let's roll Mavs. I hope everybody has a wonderful hump day. We'll do it again on Thursday. By the way, tomorrow, we got Alan Nosey for the Derby. That's my time.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your buddy Johnny Radio. I'm here with Mark, the owner of Dyer's, out in Collierville's historic town square, where they've been cooking up them burgers since 1912, the old-fashioned way. Mark, what's going